He didn't notice when it started. That's the thing about slow leaks. You don't see the water rising until you're standing in it. Marcus was 29, working customer support for a SaaS company, pulling 52K in a city where that meant something 5 years ago, but doesn't anymore. He wasn't struggling. That was important to him. Struggling was for people who made bad choices, who didn't plan, who bought things they couldn't afford. Marcus had a budget spreadsheet. He checked it every Sunday. The first subscription was logical. Everyone had Netflix, then Spotify, because ads were unbearable and $11 wasn't real money. Then HBO Max, but only during House of the Dragon, except he forgot to cancel it. Not a big deal. $15. He watched other stuff anyway. The gym membership made sense. $45 a month. He went 4 times in January, twice in February, then not at all, but kept meaning to go back. Canceling felt like admitting defeat. He added a meditation app during a stressful week, $70 annual, used it twice. Cloud storage upgrade because his phone was full, $3 a month. A meal kit service, $89 a week, but he was eating healthier. Lasted 5 weeks. Canceling required calling someone. He'd do it later. Premium LinkedIn. The recruiter said it showed initiative, $40 a month. No interviews came. A stock analysis platform, $29 a month. He was going to learn investing. The account sat at $200 for 11 months. Audible, because he should read more. 2 credits unused. A VPN, a password manager, cloud backup for his laptop, news subscription to stay informed, streaming music service his girlfriend preferred, her Netflix on his card. She'd Venmo him, she said. By the time Marcus was 31, he was spending $447 a month on subscriptions. He didn't know that number. It never appeared in one place. Each charge was small enough to ignore. His spreadsheet listed his rent, utilities, car payment, groceries. The subscriptions lived in the gap between what he tracked and what came out. His checking account hovered around $800 by the 3rd week of each month. It used to be $2,000. He started using his credit card for groceries, just until payday, just to smooth things out. The balance crept, $600, then $1,100, then $1,800. He paid minimums and told himself he'd pay it off when the next raise came. The raise was 2.5%. Inflation was higher. He didn't do the math on what that meant. A coworker mentioned a side hustle, freelance customer support on weekends. Marcus signed up, made $340 the first month, $180 the second, $90 the third. The effort wasn't worth it, but he kept the Slack workspace open because quitting felt like failing. His girlfriend moved in. That should have helped with rent. It did for 2 months. Then her car needed $1,400 in repairs she didn't have. He covered it. She'd pay him back from her tax return. The return went to her student loans. The credit card hit $3,200. He opened a second card for the balance transfer offer, 0% APR for 12 months. Felt like breathing room. He didn't transfer the balance. He used the new card for other things. Both balances grew. Marcus was 32 when his company announced restructuring. He wasn't laid off. They cut 15% of staff, and everyone left got more work. No additional pay, just job security in uncertain times. He watched 3 people from his team clean out their desks on a Tuesday. He thought about quitting, but his resume was the same as it was at 29, and he'd been too tired from the side hustle to update it before he quit the side hustle. His manager mentioned the company was pausing annual raises. Marcus went home and looked at his credit card statements for the first time in 8 months. Card 1, $4,100. Card 2, $2,850. Interest rate on Card 1 had jumped to 27% after the intro period ended. He'd missed that email. He opened his banking app and went through every recurring charge from the last 90 days. $447 every month for 2 years. He calculated backward. $10,728. $10,000 on things he barely used, didn't remember signing up for, or couldn't explain. The meal kits he threw away, the gym he drove past daily, the meditation app that sent him guilt trip emails about his wellness journey. He canceled 18 subscriptions that night. Some required customer service calls. Some buried the cancellation button across 4 screens. 2 said he'd lose his legacy pricing if he canceled. 1 said his annual plan didn't allow refunds for the remaining 9 months. His bank balance went up by $380 the next month.
His credit card minimum payments were $220 combined. At minimum payments, the balance would take 6 years to clear. He'd pay $8,400 in interest. Marcus didn't tell anyone. Not his girlfriend, not his parents, not his friends who posted vacation photos he couldn't afford to like too enthusiastically. He picked up DoorDash shifts after work, 4 nights a week, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., made $1,100 a month after gas, paid $900 to the credit cards, kept $200 for the buffer he'd lost. His girlfriend asked why he was never around. He said he was tired all the time. It took him 2 years to clear the debt. By then, he was 34, still making $52K, still doing customer support, still living in the same apartment, now alone, paying full rent again. The raises never came back. The company got acquired. He survived another round of cuts. He still has the budget spreadsheet. Now he checks it daily. The subscriptions are gone, except 3: Spotify, phone insurance, and iCloud storage. $22. His savings account has $4,200. It's the most money he's ever had. He knows people who invested early, who job-hopped for raises, who moved to cheaper cities or got promotions, or bought real estate with family help. He sees their wins on LinkedIn. They're just younger versions of what older people have. Marcus isn't behind because he made one bad choice. He's behind because 100 small choices that felt like nothing compounded into years he can't buy back. The math was always working. He just wasn't watching it. He thinks about the $10,728 sometimes, what it could have been: a house down payment fund, a career pivot course, a year of runway to try something else. Instead, it paid for things that auto-renewed. The algorithm knew he wouldn't cancel. The free trial knew he'd forget. The small monthly charge knew it was invisible. And it was right.